The Parliament's budget session will resume today and is expected to be fiery, with the opposition all set to corner the government on a series of issues. The Congress party will raise the issue of the Delhi communal riots and is expected to seek the resignation of Home Minister Amit Shah over alleged police inaction and lapses. Apart from the riots in Delhi, the opposition parties have also geared up to take up the citizenship law protests and economic slowdown to question the government. The government on its part is also prepared to counter the opposition onslaught with facts and figures and the alleged role of its rivals in the ongoing situation in the capital. The Delhi police have now detained 2 people for spreading rumours, in fact aimed to create panic among residents in the capital on Sunday evening. The Delhi police has also denied reports of tensions in some parts of Delhi and maintains that the situation is very much peaceful in the capital. The police has appealed to people to not believe in rumours circulating on social media. The appeal came amid panic in certain localities on Sunday evening over reports of fresh clashes following last week's violence over the controversial Citizenship Amendment Act that's left 41 people dead and hundreds injured. So far, 254 FIRs have been registered, of which 41 cases have been registered under the Arms Act. 903 people have been arrested or detained by the police.
हमने प्रेम नगर, बलजीत नगर, करोल बाग, नेहरू नगर और पटेल नगर के तमाम इलाकों को चेक कर लिया है। कहीं भी ऐसी कोई अप्रत्याशित घटना घटित नहीं हुई है। लोगों से हम रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं किसी रूमर का विश्वास ना करें।
और हर एक जगह पे दिल्ली पुलिस की डिप्लॉयमेंट है। आप इन अफवाहों में मत आएं। ऐसी अफवाहें फैलाना एक क्राइम है और दिल्ली पुलिस सोशल मीडिया को क्लोजली मॉनिटर कर रही है और उनके सख्त कार्रवाई करेगी। अब दिल्ली पुलिस ने कुछ आदमी डिटेन भी किए हैं जिन्होंने ऐसी अफवाहें फैलाई हैं। उनके खिलाफ हम केस दर्ज कर रहे हैं और उनको बंद करेंगे।
And let's take a look at these ground reports were filed by reporters on the situation in Delhi through the night.
Right now I am in Badarpur area and the time is 12:30 AM and you can see the heavy police deployment here, and it is a quick response team or the PCR team, and the police personnel is alerted in the midnight, and due to this kind of situation the people of Delhi feel safe and they slept whole night, and this situation become worse on the Sunday late evening when the situation erupted and the rumors monger on the social media that violence happening in the different parts of the Badarpur area. So that's why the people were panicked. They came out on the street, and after that they called their relatives, neighbors and other known persons, and they keep lip service to them that some violence or some rumor mongering happen in other parts of the Badarpur area. That's why all these situations become panicked, but due to alerted staffs, due to alerted social media team of Delhi police, especially the SHOs of the Badarpur area, the people feel safe and they slept in whole night. And the Delhi police also appealed to all Delhiites that they don't spread rumors with themselves or others, and the people be safe, and people are safe in every parts of Delhi. With camera person Sadanand Tiwari in Delhi, this is Ram Kinkar Singh from Badarpur area.
Also getting you the latest on the investigation into the riots. The Delhi police have intensified their probe into the deadly riots that rocked the northeast part of the national capital. Hundreds of suspects have been taken into custody. Over 250 cases so far have been registered.
Probe into Delhi clashes shifting into top gear. Nearly 900 suspects have now been either arrested or detained. Cops have registered 167 cases, out of which 36 have been lodged under the Arms Act. 13 cases were lodged against social media accounts for posting provocative content.
जैसे जैसे हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे चल रही है, जो हमारा फर्स्ट काम है कि जितने भी यहाँ इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं उसको सबको अकाउंट फॉर किया जाए और मैक्सिमम FIR रजिस्टर की जाए। कल और आज भी काफ़ी FIR हुई हैं और आगे भी मैं कहना चाहूँगा और FIR होंगी। जो भी दोषी है उसको बख्शा नहीं जाएगा।
बहुत गौर से देखिए आप,
The special investigation team that is probing the capital riots has sought the help of the cyber cell to enhance images of rioters caught in the CCTV cameras. The process of identifying miscreants through social media posts is also underway. On Sunday, 2 bodies were recovered from a drain at riot-affected Gokalpuri. Their links to the Delhi violence is yet to be ascertained. Meanwhile, the centre has vowed to unravel the conspiracy behind the riots in Delhi.
Shri Narendra Modi government is determined to go to the bottom of the truth, to unveil the conspiracy, if any, that triggered the riots.
Suspended APCO operator Tahir Hussain, accused of murdering IB official Ankit Sharma, and rioting is still untraceable. With Chirag Goti in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
There have been several appeals for peace and outreaches to the communities living there. Spiritual leader Sri Ravi Shankar also met with the riot-hit victims in northeast Delhi and urged for harmony. We also get you some stories amid the violence and the hate which have reaffirmed faith in humanity, integrity and solidarity.
Spiritual leader Sri Ravi Shankar's balm for violence hit Delhi. A week after clashes, the Art of Living founder visited the worst-hit areas in northeast Delhi's Bhajanpura, meeting and reassuring survivors. The spiritual guru also blamed anti-social elements for Delhi violence.
I have been talking to people and they have been helping each other irrespective of their religion or their communities, and that sense of protecting human life is still very much prevalent. These anti-social elements which has come and tried to break the fabric of this nation has to be checked.
Delhi, meanwhile, is showcasing its never say die spirit, with instances of hope, courage and communal harmony. Just 2 kilometers from Shaheen Bagh, residents of Sarita Vihar stopped their Muslim neighbors from fleeing the locality.
सन 47 में भी हमारे यहाँ 2 परिवार थे, लेकिन उनको नहीं जाने दिया और आज तक भी वो यहाँ परिवार की ही तरह रह रहे हैं। गांव में कोई इस तरह का सांप्रदायिक कोई कुछ तनाव नहीं है।
Muslims in Mustafabad's Babu Nagar did not just protect their Hindu neighbors, they also guarded temples from mob attacks. Both communities formed a human chain to stop the mob from entering their streets.
बाहर के कोई भी लोग आए उनको अंदर नहीं घुसने देना, नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना, वरना ये मैसेज ऐसा जाएगा अगर हमारे हिंदू भाइयों को जरा सा भी नुकसान पहुंचा और जरा सी भी कोई तकलीफ आई तो ये बाहर के लोग कर जाएंगे, लेकिन हमारा जो ये भाईचारा 35 सालों का 40 सालों का है ये खत्म हो जाएगा।
नहीं, हमें कोई डर नहीं था जी। हम तो सब भाई मिलके आपस में एक जगह बैठ के मिला के भाई रात को यहाँ बैठना है, कोई भी दंगा ना कर सके, बाहर का आदमी कर सकता है, अपने यहाँ का कॉलोनी का माहौल बिगाड़ सकता है। इस वजह से जो है हम रात को पहरा देते हैं।
People from West Delhi also came forward to extend helping hand by providing food supplies to survivors of violence.
हर जो है गांव में इलाके में हम जो है लोगों को समझाया हमने कि हमारे यहाँ कोई भय का कोई माहौल नहीं है। खास तौर से मुस्लिम भाई हमारे थोड़ा सा डरे हुए थे, उनको समझाया कि उनको डरने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, हम सब प्यार मोहब्बत भाईचारे से रहने वाले लोग हैं।
Normalcy is gradually returning to northeast Delhi, with no untoward incidents reported in last 3 days. With Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
In another big development that's expected later today, Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court will today pass an order on a complaint seeking the registering of an FIR against Union Minister Anurag Thakur as well as BJP MP Parvesh Verma for their alleged inflammatory remarks. The court had on February 26th reserved its verdict on the complaint that was filed by CPIM leader Brinda Karat. The Delhi police had told the court that prima facie no cognizable offence was found for the lodging of an FIR against Anurag Thakur and Parvesh Verma. Remember, Verma had during the Delhi poll campaigning said that protesters from Shaheen Bagh will enter people's homes and rape women. Anurag Thakur meanwhile had also triggered a row when he egged on people at his rally to raise slogans of Desh ke Gaddaro ko Goli Maro at an election rally. This was on January 27th. And in his first visit to Kolkata since the Citizenship Act was passed in Parliament, Home Minister Amit Shah slammed Mamata Banerjee and the opposition, accusing them of misleading minorities on CAA and fear-mongering. Also taking Mamata Banerjee head-on, Shah accused the West Bengal Chief Minister of triggering riots against CAA in Bengal.
In the run-up to the fiercest political battles, Home Minister Amit Shah led the West Bengal campaign and dared Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Leading a pro-CAA rally in Shahid Minar Maidan, Amit Shah levelled one attack after another against Mamata Banerjee.
मोदी जी सीए लेकर आए, लाखों करोड़ों बंगालियों को नागरिकता मिलती है, ममता दीदी ने इसका विरोध किया, बंगाल के अंदर दंगे करा दिए.
Shah also lashed out at the opposition for leading a campaign of misinformation on CAA.
जब मोदी जी सीए लेकर आए, एक कांग्रेस, कम्युनिस्ट, ममता सारे विरोध में खड़े हो गए. इस देश में वो माइनॉरिटी को डराते कि माइनॉरिटी की नागरिकता चली जाएगी.
While the state assembly polls in West Bengal are due in 2021, the city of Kolkata will witness municipal corporation polls, a battle that the BJP is gearing up for.
ममता दी कहती थी डिपॉजिट बता लेना, जमानत बचा लेना. ममता दी आंकड़े देख लीजिए, अब आने वाली विधानसभा चुनाव में भी पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार यहां बनने वाली है.
Home Minister Amit Shah also slammed Mamata Banerjee for opposing the abrogation of Article 370.
ये ममता दीदी ने संसद में धारा 370 हटाने का विरोध किया. इस काम के लिए ममता जी को माफ कर सकते हो आप? कर सकते हो आप?
TMC leader and Mamata Banerjee's nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, hit back at Amit Shah, saying that instead of preaching in Bengal, he must apologize for innocent lives lost in Delhi riots. While Union Minister Anurag Thakur is facing flack for the leading Goli Maro chants, BJP supporters raised the same slogans en route to Amit Shah's rally venue. Before his mega rally, the Home Minister also faced protests outside Kolkata airport, where supporters from the left and Congress showed black balloons and held posters saying "Go back, Shah."
Home Minister Amit Shah has sounded the poll bugle here in West Bengal, trying to challenge Mamata Banerjee's grassroots strategy of Didi Ke Bolo campaign with its new campaign for the BJP here in West Bengal, titled "Aar Noy or Nai or No More Injustice," trying to give confidence and a booster to the grassroots level party worker here for the BJP in the state. This new campaign has been launched by Amit Shah himself, trying to provide this message that unless the BJP can match the organizational might of the Trinamool Congress, it is going to be a tough battle ahead of the 2021 assembly elections in the state. With camera person Probir Biswas, Indrajit for India Today in Kolkata.
Now, nearly 7 months after the centre stripped Jammu and Kashmir of its special status and also bifurcated it into 2 union territories, the Supreme Court will today deliver its verdict on whether to refer a batch of petitions challenging the Article 370 abrogation to a larger 7-judge bench. A 5-judge constitution bench headed by Justice Ramana and also comprising of Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, R. Subhash Reddy, B.R. Gavai and Suryakant will deliver the verdict after reserving the order on January 23rd. The petitioners include People's Conference Chairman Sajad Lone, CPIM leader Yusuf Tarigami, NC's Akbar Lone and Justice Hasnan Masoodi and IAS officer turned Neta Shah Faisal. The petitioners have argued that the 370 purge by the Modi government was unconstitutional and that the people were bypassed. Anisha Mathur is joining us live with more details on this. Anisha, good morning. A crucial hearing expected in the Supreme Court today. Give us a sense of how really this hearing has panned out previously. What were the observations made by the bench?
Well, Akshita, this hearing is only on this judgment today is only on the preliminary issue of whether the question of abrogation of Article 370 needs to be sent to a 7 or 9 judge bench. Remember, the hearings had taken place a couple of days in December and about 4 days in January, and only on the preliminary issue. While Senior Advocate Raju Ramachandran had vociferously argued that his initial arguments about the history of the accession instrument, the way the Kingdom of Kashmir was included into India, and whether there was any difference between the accession agreements of Kashmir and other princely states at the time of independence. Another argument that was raised by some other petitioners was that these issues have already been considered by 2 separate judgments, one in 1959 and one in 1970, and those judgments have taken a contradictory stance on the legality and the relationship between Article 370 and the rest of the Constitution. So only on the preliminary issue of whether these 2 judgments need to be revisited, whether Article 370 has already been held to be an inalienable part of the Indian Constitution, and whether these issues need to be decided by a larger bench, is today's judgment expected.
Okay, Anisha, just stay with us, because in the Supreme Court also, there's another crucial issue, this too with regards to Jammu and Kashmir. A petition that's been filed by Sarah Abdullah Pilot against former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, her brother, that is Omar Abdullah's detention under the Public Safety Act. Now, the petition filed by Sarah Abdullah Pilot challenges the detention of NC leader Omar Abdullah under the Public Safety Act. On 10th February, Sarah had approached the Supreme Court challenging her brother's detention, saying that the order of detention is illegal. The police sought quashing of the February 5th order detaining Omar Abdullah under the PSA and also sought his production before the court. Remember, former chief ministers of Jammu and Kashmir, including Omar Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti, have been under house arrest since 5th August 2019. Taking this across to Anisha yet again. Anisha, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the Supreme Court, considering that previously, with regards to the curbs and the restrictions in the valley, the top court had come down very harshly upon the centre.
Well, Akshita, we'll need to remember that the court has taken a very different view when it comes to these detentions versus the curbs and restrictions on ordinary people. While Omar Abdullah's detention has been challenged by Sarah Abdullah this time, the court had on 10th February simply asked the government to respond to Sarah's plea, and also had asked Sarah's lawyers to inform the court if any similar petition has been filed in the High Court. In the meantime, after the Omar Abdullah's petition, when Mehbooba Mufti's daughter's petition on a similar issue had come up, the court had been informed that the reason all the political leaders are approaching the Supreme Court is because, according to the petitioners, the High Court had declined to consider the PSA detentions when the detention of the Jammu Kashmir Bar Association chief was challenged before the High Court. Now, a lot of questions are being asked by the detainees with regard to the extension. Remember, Omar Abdullah has not challenged the detention that he was under for the last 6 months under the CRPC. What has been challenged is that now that initial detention, which was slapped on 5th of August, had come to an end, because you cannot detain somebody for more than 6 months. Fresh detention orders under the Public Safety Act have been issued in the first week week of February, and that is what has been challenged as illegal. What Omar Abdullah's sister has argued is that for 6 months he's already been under detention, so why impose PSA now?
Okay, Anisha, thank you for those details. This is, of course, after the PSA was slapped on Omar and his detention was extended because he refused to sign the government's proposition that he will not be part of any protest against the abrogation of Article 370. Now, ahead of the scheduled hanging of all 4 convicts in the Nirbhaya rape and murder case, that's tomorrow, a 5-judge bench headed by Justice N.V. Ramana will hear a curative petition that's been filed by convict Pawan seeking commutation of the death sentence into a life sentence in his plea. Convict Pawan had argued that he was a juvenile at the time of the incident and has claimed that his defense witnesses were not taken into account. Except Pawan, all remaining 3 convicts have exhausted all the legal options and now await the death sentence that's scheduled tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pawan still has an option of filing a mercy plea before the president. He's taken his time and he's filing one petition at a time, perhaps to stall the hanging.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.